toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
This taken in at the goal line.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And Barkley did not get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, what a play there by the first-round pick.
And, Brandon, that's why you invest in a linebacker like this. Not just his ability to make plays, but to make plays that get your defense off the field.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
Agnew now to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10.
At their own 27.
A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
On first and 10, it's Etienne.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The Jaguars sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Go!
On second down, Etienne once more.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
And he'll lose his yardage here, back at the 41. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Going for it, here's Etienne.
And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
We're scoreless after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Barkley. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Jones will sneak it. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead.
No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dance.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Not the best of plays here as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through.
Touchdown, Jaguars! After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Throwing, Jones. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The throw for Golladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over here up near the 40. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote it.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Trying for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Here's Lawrence. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 24, Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Gano's kick is good, and they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least they have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead seeding. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
On play action, Lawrence. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Another tote for Etienne. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Up from his safety spot to charge in and make the play, Landon Collins. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Lawrence going to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. He's got Slayton on the slant. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. They go play action with Lawrence. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. They go play action now. Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, and the Jags get to him as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
27 yards there, a 1st down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out.
He's got a man complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just hammered into that big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge.
And my goodness, another interception. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 23. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll look to Etienne to start things out. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And some room to work. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. Lawrence will throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Man open, here is Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Back to the ground with Etienne.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Patterson now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Fighting through, and he's got space. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game,